2 steps to help you stay focused in a very distracted world. Let us find out in this video. Om Shanti, I'm Garret, yogi, life coach as well as spiritual enthusiast. So a lot of my works in this channel is to spread the words of love, light and positive message out to the world. So if you can resonate with some of my contents in this channel, please show some love, hit like, subscribe and share your learnings in the comment section below. It would also help you reaffirm your learnings as well as to help those that are about to watch this video. Okay? So today's topic is all about learning focus and how can you stay focused in a very distracted world, okay, a very distracted environment. So let us begin the topic. So focus, right, is the ability to keep the beam of our attention on the subject of our choice for an extended period of time without distraction. The quality of our focus and the subject we choose determine the productivity of our work and the quality of our life. I was once at an airport lounge and the flight had been delayed for 2 hours. So as a distraction, I began observing what the others in the lounge were doing. So nearby, right, was a group of young teenage girls. They were engaging in conversation with each other, but it was actually quite highly distracted because their attention would repeatedly go to their mobile phones. They would look up to their friend to say a little, but then return to their mobile phones very quickly. By their side was an elderly couple who had been very distracted when they arrived. But after sitting down, they had begun conversing and now they were completely focused on each other, oblivious to the world around them. On the other side was a group of young adults. They were engaging in conversation while sipping coffee, but their attention was on the cricket match that was coming on the television. So the airport lounge represented a very little microcosm of what everyone around the world who is actually aware at this moment has their attention on something or the other. So this problem is this attention is not focused enough on the subject of attention and is not suitable enough. So the generation of ours is the most distracted generation in history. Why is that so? Research has shown that when people work on their computer in the office, they simply change their browser windows about 566 times a day. Do you know how many times you minimize that? So which means after every 40 seconds, right, there is a distraction because there are messages through emails, through Skype, through WhatsApp, and that mobile is also ever ready by the side to distract the attention. So they may say that there is all in the spirit of multitasking, but you can obviously not do your best work in just 40 seconds, you know. You need to develop the ability of hyper-focus in order for you to put 100% attention span. So scientists have established that any moment, thousands of bits of information, right, are streaming across and upon us through what we see, hear, taste, smell, feel, and think about within ourselves. However, our conscious attentional space is extremely limited. We can only consciously focus on just about 40 bits of information. That is why sometimes, right, there is attentional overload. You walk into the kitchen and get a can or a glass of water. You were also thinking of something and speaking to someone on your mobile. To discover when you reach the kitchen, you forgot what you were here for. That reasons for your visit and have been knocked out of your attentional space because of an overload. Okay, some activities which are habitual require very marginal attentional space. But example, washing clothes and actually cooking. Okay, you can do this alongside other activities. Driving on a route that you are familiar with. On the other hand, other activities require much more attentional space, like texting, And hence, if you actually start texting while driving, there's going to be an overload which can result in accidents. That is why the instructions don't text while driving. In this way, we have a limited attentional space which we can either fill by focusing it on the subject of our choice, or allow it to get distracted by a subject that you simply find entertaining. Okay, so like for example, when we meditate, many people make this their goal to empty their minds. Now, either you have the skill to do it, but usually when this attentional space is empty, that empty mind becomes a devil's worship and a workshop. Okay, and hence the mind, right, starts meditating and it actually starts rotating in the world. Okay, that is why saints always tells us, in your meditation, chant the name of God. Now, this attentional space, right, has been filled with the divine name, but even that chanting becomes mechanical, and hence the remedy is to do Rup Dhyan meditation, which is to bring the image of a cherished deity in front of you. Okay, the attentional space is now full. Throughout the day, some activities we do don't require complete attention. While doing them, we can actually also engage in conversation, be distracted by tasks, by music, etc. There are productive works which require our complete focus, and here is where the problem is. We apply our attention to the work at hand and find it has gotten distracted. So why does this happen? Because our prefrontal cortex has a built-in novelty bias, where whenever, right, it gets bored, it chooses a subject that it finds more entertaining. In fact, in this world of gadgets and devices, boredom has practically been wiped out. When was the last time when you actually felt bored? You probably find yourself texting on the phone, or actually pressing the mobile phones, or using the computer. So the moment people are bored, right, they switch to one social media or another website or the television, etc. And who suffers in the process of this ability to hyper-focus? Now, if we wish to develop our ability to focus, we need to be able to tolerate boredom, to do the work that is required and that is so productive for us. And this is where willpower comes in to keep our attentional space on the subject of our choice, no matter how boring it is. Building willpower is like weaving a cable of steel. You keep adding individual strands of wire to it. Finally, the cable grows so strong that it can even lift thousands of tons of weight into the air. Similarly, willpower too can be very enhanced until it becomes like a shield protecting us from the allurements and distractions all around. The one way to enhance our focus is to practice with your willpower. Every time the mind gets deviated, bring it back again. Every time it's distracted, bring it again there. This will actually enhance your inner determination. The second key to focus is intention. Intention is like the bouncer. When you have a strong intention for the work, it will remove the distraction that come to your attentional space. So this intention becomes strong and pure. When the goal for which we are aspiring is lofty and sublime. To enhance this quality of our focus, we will need to understand the importance of goals in our life and how to set them for ourselves. So I hope you learned something from this very short video, and if you do, please share your learnings in the comment section. I would like to hear how you understand about this level of perception on focus. Okay, and that's it for today. Okay, please, if you resonate with this video, please show some love. Hit like, subscribe, and share your learnings in the comment section. If you can, support me on Patreon as well. Okay, that's it for today. Much love and blessings to you. Om Shanti.